Hi, I'm Carol Majahad, and I'm the Executive Director and Educator for the North Andover Historical Society. Today, I'd like to bring you to the original spot where Andover all began. The first thing you might notice if you come by here is you'll see a sign that it was laid out in 1660. In reality, that's not correct. This sign was put up much later and was based on the one gravestone they could find with the earliest date, which was John Stevens, who died in 1667. In reality, John Osgood was the first one to die here, and he died in the 1650s. This is a replica stone for John Stevens. It's actually at least the third stone that he's had here. This is a stone for Timothy Swan, who interestingly was the most afflicted person in Andover during the Andover phase of the Salem witch trials. All the stones in this area near this tree are from the Barker family. William Barker has a really strong association with the Andover phase of the Salem witch trials, just like Timothy Swan. But instead of being an afflicted, he was actually accused. And William Barker took that opportunity in his confession to actually talk about some of what he felt to be the injustice of life. Kate Hastings Stevens was the person who pretty much single-handedly made sure that the little hay scale office was saved. She learned and was certified to weigh hay, and later she had a little antique shop in there and a lending library just to make sure that that little building was not destroyed. So for all her work in trying to preserve the way that North Andover, particularly in the old center, looked, she really decided this is where she deserved to be and wanted to be, and the town allowed her to be the very last burial here in 1951. This is town property, and therefore it is actually overseen by the town's historical commission. And they have been spending over 30 years on trying to get this burying ground to look the way it does today. When I first came to town, the stones were all leaning, and it was overgrown, and there were many more of these trees. These trees are fast growing, and they are top heavy and have a shallow root ball. So every time there's a storm, one or more fall over. Now in this tree you can see a stone that's sort of half submerged. It's not totally entangled in the root, but many stones actually the tree will grow and split the stone and go around it. If you'd like to learn more about this, the Historical Society is hosting a lecture on October 21st at 7 p.m. and the public is welcome. The seating is very limited, so if you would like to come, please either call the Historical Society or email us, and you can get all that information on our website, which is ourname.org, very easy to find, and make a reservation. We'd love to see you. We are also having a companion tour here in the old burying ground on Sunday the 25th. Again, not because we don't have enough space, but because in order for people to actually see the gravestones, we ask you to reserve for that because we have a strict limit of 30. Both these presentations are being done by John Glassford, who is one of our members and a great volunteer and a self-described graver.